All right, so I'm back up. I'm getting off 48th Avenue. Back to what I was saying, you know, when the car changes direction, it's pretty scary. It's pretty squirrely until it takes a set. And, you know, I've been driving four-wheel drive vehicles. I've been lifting four-wheel drive vehicles for a long time. Some of them I've lifted in very poor geometry. And when that's done, at least in solid axle vehicles, it produces something called bump steer. And when you hit a bump, the steering wheel will actually move. And in some vehicles I've had, road seams like that one back there, even those straight ones we hit, you literally just let go of the wheel. As soon as you come up to it, right when you go to contact it, you let go of the wheel moves a quarter turn, 90 degrees, I'm serious, and then snaps back on its own, and then you grab it. And if you were to try to correct during that, it would be catastrophic, and especially in low traction. And that's kind of the whole ghost walking scenario. This car really doesn't have any issues. The problem is the transitions, and when you get set up in a low traction situation with high winds and overcorrecting, you end up basically forcing the car out of control, where if you were to just let it, I'll quote Nicolas Cage, and I'm very, very sorry because whatever, but gone in 60 seconds. You just got to let it glide. And if you let it glide, you got no worries, got no issues. That's just like bump steer. But most people can't do that because it feels super freaky. And we're going to go back to my place. I'm going to bolt on 2 new forward, rear, lateral links, and I'm going to bolt on 2 new front control arms that are fully loaded with, well, these are used bushings, but the bushings that are in this control arm that I'm putting on this car came off of my personal car, and they have Megan Racing bushings. They have 3 5s ball joints, which are a JDM OEM supplier, and they are also urethane filled, which not only means they're stronger, but they're also quite a bit quieter than the hollow stock steel arm. But I have them hanging on the wall. I'm never going to use them. I have 2 pair of aluminum JDM arms for Frank and whatever subsequent vehicle I get. And honestly, if I'm going to do another set of steel control arms, I'd like to use some very low or high impact density, low weight urethane foam, similar to the spray can stuff you buy at Home Depot, but actually more mad science, similar to my urethane stuff that I buy for my other prototyping. And I'd personally like to build a set of arms like that if I was ever going to do another steel set. So these that are hanging on my wall are doing me no good. They'll do the owner of this car wonderful good, particularly being solid bushings versus the voided ones OEM, and will last a lot longer and will handle the Denver shitty potholes way better. Yeah, so just snaking through some of this BS here industrial, and I'll probably pop this video off too because there's really not much going on. The logs on the car look good. Car drives good. A little weird in sport mode. It still wants to hang on to the